What's up, guys? It's the Cheapster here, back with another video. And what? You can't hear me? Oh, what? Oh, it's probably just our failing AC unit here. Yeah, that's probably just what it is. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video where I'm going to give you guys an update on what's been going on with our fixer-upper. And it's been about 2 months, I think, since we've lived here. A little bit longer, but we didn't move in right away when we got the keys to the house because we still had our apartment. So I'm going to take you guys around and just show you kind of what's been happening a little bit. I cannot find my monopod to hold this, so I'm just holding up with my arm right now, so it's gonna get tired. It's gonna be a little rough, but I looked all over the place for it, and of course, when you move, things go missing. But let me first start off with our family room and that tired doggy over there. So this is kind of, I have to get so far back. This is kind of what we got going on here. Just, couch. This is actually the couch that was in my recording studio before because we need to get another couch. But most of what we've been doing right now has just been moving stuff into the house and then repairing things that are broken. Like you saw just a second ago, things just keep breaking. It's really fun. But yeah, that's pretty much this room. And then you probably remember this room. This was the weird room where right now it is just storage and my wife's art studio. That's the room that she gets. It's this tiny little room. And I get the whole upstairs because I have so many businesses that I need to store stuff. But really not much has happened in here. Actually, a funny point, you can see we have like pictures and stuff up. Like there's some stuff that's hung up. We didn't hang that stuff. That was just where there was like a nail in the wall and we just put stuff up. So we still need to work on that and like actually hang things. That's why some of the walls are just super bare and some of them have stuff on them. It's just because they had nails and we just stuck it on there. So it might be crooked too if you see it. Now I won't show you guys our bedroom because who knows what's going on there. It might be a little bit messy, but I'll just take you in here real quick. Oh, there's that noise again. There's that AC unit that's making so much noise. So we don't even want to be in there anyway because it'll make too much noise. So really to the family room. Oh, it's making you dizzy. We haven't really done anything in here other than just get things set up and that's pretty much it. Now the dining room. I promise you, it was clean. It was just clean, but we're actually going camping soon. So there's a bunch of stuff out because when you move, you lose stuff and you can't find it. So we've actually got it all out because we're packing it up. A little bit messy in here, but it was clean. And then we've also got all these boxes. You know, this is just, comes with the territory of moving. A bunch of stuff is like stuff we bought that we have to, I guess, keep the boxes for warranties and stuff because we might want to return it if it doesn't work right away. So that stuff's just kind of sitting there right now. It's kind of annoying, but probably want to store that somewhere else. So we come into here and we've got our washer and dryer. That was one of the things we had to do was move our washer and dryer into here because they were outside in a different washer and dryer like room, which was really difficult to get them in here. But they're in here. There's my swimsuit because I'm always swimming, you know. And then this is the bathroom. Not really anything's happened there. Pretty much just, use it as a bathroom. Funny story though, these doorknobs, so I can show you guys, these doorknobs are like glass doorknobs. Well, they're really fun because they start getting stuck sometimes. This bathroom door will lock you in there sometimes where you can't get out from the inside. And just the other day in my studio upstairs, I got locked upstairs when my wife was at work, so I couldn't even get out. So that was fun, fun time. It took me about an hour to get the doorknob unscrewed because I didn't have a screwdriver up there. But did finally get out. But the joys of a new house getting locked in a room. All right, so in here is the kitchen. Again, it's very messy right now, partially because we got dishes being cleaned, but this is where we got some stuff to talk about. So first off, one of the first things we did when we first got this house was we had to clean everything. Everything was so dirty. This room especially was so dirty, like in between the crevices of this area was like super gross. We pulled it out, it was super nasty. So there was just a bunch of things to be done in here. And then just random things like putting in like a water filter, of course, had issues with it because whenever you do anything, there's like some other issue that comes along with it. And we found out some stuff in here that needs to be fixed that we didn't know and that somehow, I guess, got past the inspection, unfortunately. The ice maker does not work in there, so I was trying to look at that, but it looks like it just needs to be replaced. The dishwasher, the reason why it is open right now is because it doesn't heat. So it actually won't dry the stuff, even if you put it on a dry cycle. So I guess the heating coil is probably bad or something. So you have to just open it, let things air dry. So that's fun. And then the best thing that's happened right now with the wonders of getting a fixer-upper is I was trying to clean out the sink and Yeah, this broke. Actually, I took it apart to see why it broke, but this broke off. It could not be fixed. So we just have this hose right here that if you turn that on, gives you a nice shower. So we just got this on it right now to keep it so if you turn it on, you know, it kind of drizzles out and doesn't just spray you in the face. But that one's fun. And of course, the only thing in this house that's probably worth like a ton of money was that sink. It's like a $400 faucet. So we're replacing that head. It was like $70 and now I can't even find it. Like, and I don't want to replace just the faucet head for 70 bucks. I'd rather just get new faucets. So that's fun. And one more thing in here too is this was a really fun part of working on this house. So Easter, we were having a nice time hanging out at home, spending time together. And I decided, you know, I had had one seltzer. Things were getting a little crazy. I had my hammer and I was like, okay, we found out that behind the stairs here, this is actually the stairs over there. They're behind here, and we found out that there's a nice gap right here. And we were having trouble putting in like all of our pantry stuff. So I thought, you know, what if I just busted through this wall, made a little pantry? Well, there you go. I got started busting through the wall, and it would have been fine. But first off, look at this stuff. This drywall, if you know anything about drywall, was so thick. Like I already got through this and there's still this left. So first off, I was like kind of confused why that was even like that. And I found out it's like older drywall. This is the way that they used to do it. Just very sturdy and very difficult to get through. I mean, I was whacking this thing so hard trying to get through it and couldn't even get through that. I could if I kept hitting it farther, but I got worried because then I thought about mesothelioma. All these commercials I've seen about asbestos and all that kind of stuff. Well, this house was built in the 60s and the other house in the back was built in the 40s. So I started thinking, maybe I shouldn't just bust the walls without checking that there's any asbestos in these walls or anything. So we stopped. Actually, it made the whole room super dusty. And me and my wife actually left and went up to our apartment that most of our furniture was not at anymore. And we spent our Easter day in our dark apartment with basically no furniture. So that was our fun Easter story. Because I got a little crazy on one seltzer, decided to get started on the wall. But we still need to get that tested. I think we're probably in the clear based on what I've heard. I guess some of the stuff on the joints could have asbestos, so we need to get that tested. And then our ceiling is popcorn wonderful. So that has a very high chance of being asbestos. So we do need to deal with that, get that tested, and then we'll have to deal with that, which will be not fun at all. Okay, was this there when I just filmed the sink? Oh gosh. Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention. Bugs galore. There have been so many bugs here. Cockroaches, they're actually palmetto bugs here, but they look just like cockroaches. We actually had to put down like roach traps and stuff because they were all over the place at the beginning. So we finally got that handled and most of the bugs are gone. I guess not the spiders though. But that's pretty much what's been going on in here. The kitchen has been just the worst part so far. There's been so many issues going on in here. But you know what is nice, and I will say, we did have this refrigerator and we did have the stove. That's pretty nice. So we didn't have to buy those. So that's nice. That saved us a lot of money right there. So coming through the kitchen, out here, there's a few things we've done. One, we put in a little makeshift fire pit. That was basically just, we went to the store, and I want to build a paver fire pit when we get done with the whole landscaping. So I didn't want to spend too much on like a metal one. I'm the Cheapster, what do you expect? So I actually went out and we bought like cylinder blocks and some gravel just to put down because we already have pavement or like concrete out there anyway. So we figured we might as well just do that. And I think that was like $6 for that. And the cheapest thing we could find for like a fire ring was like $50. So I was happy with that. That works. So that's our makeshift fire pit right now. My wife has these plants. She's been planting some herbs. She's very excited about that. I'm so excited too. I'm super pumped. Yeah, also got some patio furniture out here, which is really nice, so we can sit out and enjoy. And we really haven't done much else. We haven't worked much on that back house yet, moved some stuff out of it, but we really haven't started demoing it yet. And one of the problems is because we found out that we are not allowed to Airbnb it in our city, which was very disappointing. We kind of got the hint of that when we first bought the house, like at the closing day. We kind of found that out, but we weren't completely sure. Looked into it. Looks like that's the case, but it's still guest house that we have, so it'd be nice to have that. You know, it was disappointing. but I think we'll make the best out of it. It's still a good house to have when we fix all it up and be able to sell it. I think it's still gonna be pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much everything out there except for this fence that we also set up to block my dog in, so that he can run around everywhere and go to the bathroom out here and we can just let him out, which is really nice. It's a very makeshift fence, but we didn't want to spend a bunch of money because again, we're gonna be changing it. All right, so now let's take you up to the best part of the house, upstairs. Let's just turn the light on. Oh, it actually worked. That light doesn't work half the time, so I really expected it wasn't gonna work. Who knows why it doesn't work half the time. Again, the fun of having a fixer-upper. So, we did find out up here, it's kind of funny because this used to be a rental. There's actually like a full door there, so we actually close it now because the only vent is right here in the middle of the floorway. So, we close that door and it kind of spreads to all these rooms and makes it a little bit cooler, but we kind of have to do that or else it's gonna be way too hot. So taking you guys in, you've seen this. You're familiar with this view right here. That's my office. So got Tyson's bed set up. This actually isn't set up the way I normally have it, but this is still a pretty empty room, but I'm pretty excited with the way it's turning out. So here's the behind the scenes look there. There's my desk and everything, and then we've got a nice little TV. But yeah, in here it's still pretty empty. Still definitely need to be filling some stuff up, getting a few things, and moving actually some stuff out of here and some stuff into here. But in here, let me say one of the things that we've done. First off, let me just point this bad boy out. Ooh, that is our AT&T fiber coming in right there. Oh my gosh, that AT&T fiber has been so awesome. Getting like 1,000 megabits per second upload speeds. Literally, I upload my YouTube videos now in like 5 to 10 seconds. It blows my mind. What used to take me 10 to 15 minutes, 5 to 10 seconds. So I'm loving that. That's so awesome. But one of the things we just did was we did a window AC unit because like I said, there's no other window units up here. I don't know if any of you have ever installed one. It wasn't too bad. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse. Doesn't fit the window super well though, and you can see there's kind of some cracks here and we have to fill with some weather stripping and stuff, but it works pretty well. Cools the room down. Nice to have that. The ones that we had, I'll show you a clip of them here. They're really gross. They're outside. We're gonna give those to bulk pickup and get those taken care of because they were full of mold and disgusting. I actually think that those were kind of blowing mold into my studio from the wind, even though I had them off. Glad to have those out of here because don't want all that mold. So also one more thing, outside this window here is the roof, and actually right in front of that roof line, we had a giant branch that had been on our roof ever since we bought the house, and we didn't have a ladder until my mom just brought me my ladder from Ohio because it was still in Ohio from where I used to live. So we got that off the roof. I swept the roof clean. Looks so much nicer. It's probably nice to have that off because I'm sure all the neighbors were like, oh, there's those people with a giant branch on their roof. So glad to get that finally off. So let me bring you guys into my eBay room. So just remember, all this stuff that's in this room and in my studio was in one small room that's smaller than my studio right now, and somehow it all fits. So like I said, I have a ton of board games. I don't even think you can see them all there. They go back there. And then there's more over here and everything because I actually ran a board game business back before, and still need to get these sold actually. So now this is actually going to my eBay because I'm going to be selling these off of my eBay business. It is a ton. It's just so much. But also I've got a bunch of stuff in here, just random stuff that I need to get sold. That's clothes from when I used to do a bunch of Goodwill shopping, and I need to get that stuff sold. I have way more clothes to bring from Ohio too that I need to get sold. So a bunch of stuff to do in my eBay room to get out of here. I can't wait to get all this stuff sold. I say I'm a minimalist. I don't look like one, but that's because all these businesses, and I cannot wait to just get all this stuff out of here and sold. Of course, running an eBay business, I'm always gonna have some stuff, but lately it's just cluttered up and I just need to get it all gone. So there's so much stuff up here. I feel like that is kind of changing. The rest of the house is kind of just putting stuff in it. This is that weird room that has the kitchen. I actually have an espresso machine from my old coffee shop I used to run that had to do with it was a board game cafe. Got this room set up now as a bedroom. So we just got this bed back there and just got this unit also installed. There wasn't a unit in here, so sleeping in here was pretty hot. So our guests are definitely gonna like that that's installed in here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for up here. The bathroom, I guess I should show you this. My wife has made it a soaker tub. It actually does look really nice for, this was just kind of a weird grungy bathroom with a shower that you can barely use. But yeah, now it's a nice little soaker tub. So that actually looks nice in here. So that's pretty much it for the update to the house. Really haven't done much with actually getting started on working on stuff because like I said, I'm fixing a lot of things. Like our AC unit now is not working correctly, which I think I just need to clean it. I think it'll probably be fixed. It's making noise right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but that's pretty much how it goes getting a fixer-upper. One of the things I would say if you're getting a fixer-upper is to be ready for the stresses of things breaking down right away. Because you got all these plans, you know you're gonna fix stuff, but one of the worst things that can happen is something breaks down, like our faucet. We know that we'll replace that faucet when we redo the kitchen anyway, but having the faucet break down, I don't want to redo it now because it's just a waste of money that we'll have to do it later. So that kind of stuff gets really tough. That stuff gets stressful because you just know you're kind of wasting money at it and you don't want to do that right now, but some stuff just happens and you have to deal with it. But yeah, pretty much what we've done so far has just been a lot of moving everything in because that's something you obviously got to do is get moved in, and cleaning. Cleaning was the big one. This house was super dirty. It took a lot of deep cleaning to get cleaned, and we haven't even done the back house because we're gonna mostly demo that, so we haven't really cleaned it because we're just gonna destroy most of it and redo it. But the good news now is I think we are finally gonna be on our way to starting work on the demo on the back house because we just need to do a few more things to get set up and situated in our house, and then we'll be ready to go to actually start demoing and start fixing up the back house. So that's what we got, guys. That is the update on the house and what's been going on with it. I feel like it doesn't look like that much, but it's been just so busy. My to-do list, let me just show you real quick. This has been my to-do list. It is massive. There's even more right here. But it's not everything to do with the house, but it's a lot of stuff that has to do with moving into the house or getting moved and all that kind of stuff. But that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys liked it, remember to do the cheapest thing you can today. Tap that like button. Also subscribe to the channel to see more updates on the house and more stuff about saving money and entrepreneurship. And guys, please don't give me crap about being a minimalist and my house being this messy. I know I'm a minimalist, but some people in this house are not. Like Tyson. He has so many toys. Look at that guilty face. He knows that he's not a minimalist.
Hey, you better be saving that money. Don't you be spending it now. You're still here watching this? You might as well just subscribe. Why would you not at this point?